Welcome to Daily Fix Guide. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to automate client onboarding with Zapier. First, yes, you can fully automate client onboarding with Zapier. And of course, without code. It connects you, for an example, or your form, email, CRM, contacts, and task tools into a seamless workflow. So let's just do an example workflow, the one that I just said, like a form into an email, into CRM, into a contact or contract, into a task list. So first of all, you'll have to collect the client's info via the form. You can use tools like Typeform, Google Forms, whatever you're familiar with, or even JotForm. So Google Form normally is the easiest one if you want to use it. You can just go and create a form. So just go and create a form and create a form asking for name, email, company, service type, and etc. So all the things that you would like to automate for a client. And make sure the form integrates with Zapier. It's must do. So an example here, if I go into Zapier and I'm going to this left panel, of course, we're going to the app connections. Here, I'm going to look for Google Form as example. So if we can go and add a connection example here. We can look for Google, just say, so Google Forms are included, so we can use it as example. So it will collect data from Google Forms directly. You don't have to do anything manual. Now, we would like, of course, to add the trigger Zap in Zapier. So let's just start by creating an example, Zaps. So create a Zap. And here for the trigger, as we said, we can go and do your form tool as the trigger. So Google Forms. We just do and find it. Here is it. And the trigger event, as example, a new form response or a new or updated form response. So this will trigger when a new form response is received. This is good for me. And here, of course, we'll have to connect our account. It's very simple. I'm just going to connect here my account. Of course, I'm going to need to give it some access. It is totally fine. So the trigger is good. Now we can go and add an example, client CRM automatically. You can actually, of course, some actions apps that you may want to add, maybe Notion, maybe Airtable, maybe HubSpot, and you can just simply add or update some client data. You may, of course, or you can map fields from the form like names, email, service, and etc. So for the action, let's just go here and choose like Notion. So of course, what I say here is just an example. It's totally up to you to customize however you want. So now, an example, we can choose the action event. So as we said, for me, I wanted to add or maybe update some client data. So let's just see add. So they have here add comments or add a content to a page. So maybe each client should have its own page, or maybe I'll add a comment to a new page, or maybe an example, I don't know. So you can map some fields. So there's a lot of things that you can do. And of course, if you didn't find what you want, you can go here to the custom actions. This is very this is not like for basics or for beginners. This is a little bit annoying, but as you can see, you can build a new action with the help of AI at the moment. Back then, when you want to create something customized, you'll have to do it by your own. But now, when they included this AI, you'll be able to go and click on create an action, and you can use it with the AI of Zapier. You can tell them, as example, what is the custom action that you want to create. So, an example, when I receive a new form, maybe go and do this, and that it's not included in the standard action. So just go and choose the action that you want. And again, you'll have to connect into your account. So once you do so, you can go and send maybe after that another action, maybe, or another step. And of course, it's going to be an action. And let's just say maybe after that, you'll send the welcome email. You can use a pre-written template and you can do like, I don't know which app you want to use. But for me, I'm going to use Gmail. Or you can use Outlook, Proton, whatever you want. So example here for Gmail. Of course, the action, as we said, we can send here or send an email. So for an email, of course, we'll have to connect our account and reconnect this account. Sure, no problem. And of course, on the configuration, we'll be able to set up a template and we will be able to change some fields depending on the things that I got from my form. It is very easy, as I said. So you can, if you like get stuck or something like that, just get familiar with Zapier. Go and create some random zaps, not for clients, for your own. Go and try some stuff like do this and that. If it works for you, that's good. That means you are on the right track and you can start working with clients on that. So make it work for you first. Okay. So as an example here, once we do so, I'm just going to click on continue. Here's example 2. We can go and add some mapping fields. An example, so to the new form response in Google Form, like we'll get an email. I'll get an email from that example. So When I get the email, I'll send it to this exact email. And of course, I'll be able to fill the CC, BCC, from name, reply to, and here I'll be able to add the body and a lot of other stuff that you can configure by your own. You can then, after that example, add another action to maybe send a contracts automatically. It's just optional if you want to. You can use some Bonsai, PandaDoc, DocuSign or something like that. It's just a contract to be sent. So I guess like a lot of these options are there. So, for example, as you said, PandaDoc in here, like Bonsai as well. So the popular ones you will find them, definitely. If you don't want to do that, it's just optional, like example, to send the contracts. If you want to do it manually, it's up to you. Then you'll be able to start creating some maybe tasks using maybe Trello, or maybe using ClickUps, Asana, or maybe even Notion. So here you have again a lot of actions. So you can go and create like a checklist, items, example card, create a board, for new clients, create a card for new clients, and a lot of other stuff. So as I said, I'm not going deeper into this because it's fully customizable and it's totally up to you. So you can go and just use Zapier also path to handle multiple services types. So if an example, if you receive something, you might do this. And if you didn't receive it, maybe you may do the other path and something like that. You can also add some delays, maybe wait 1 day before sending a follow-up email, before sending something if you didn't receive that or something like that. And you can also add client to Slack, Google Drive folder, or invoicing tools automatically too. So that should be it for me in this video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.